is a little odd just because I look at MKOI and how their fights are going to play out, and it's like very long range on the Azir. A lot of ricochet blades that can hit onto his area that's playing quite
mid laners. Every single mid that we've spoken to on the Euphoria podcast has always said that these are the two mid laners that will always test you. And I look at the left and right of our screen and I see these HP bars, and it's these mid laners.
Hold, Vedi, hold. Unbreakable is up with the concussive blows as well, getting close to target, but Alvaro is in kill range, and kill indeed. Hunsama one hit away. Super will flash for it and trades 1-for-1.
I think you take that as MKOI scheme of things. When you have the lead that Super had, I didn't expect G2 to be able to set up for the Dragon. So nice job by Skimon to find that moment alongside being able to cover caps in the mid lane.
Best mid laner in summer, I'd laugh at you. But it has just been such a great hero story, and it has just shown the hard work that MKOI have put in over the year to get in this spot. As Ghost popped onto Skimon, Winter's Bite, the engage begins, Cyclone onto Labrov, and the damage immense as he flashes away. Skimon has to ulti as well. Shattering Strike does nothing, and standing there to die is Labrov as Super takes him away.
Dragon and get out.
The timing from MKOI was spectacular. They're set up around the objective, they knew the window, and as Dagda ult early, Caps has to flash from Alvaro, aggressively flashing forward, and now it's Elyoya caught in the river.
Free Talon Strike, it's a knock-up. Labrov coming in over the wall, the shock forces the flash, the wall, save from Jojo. He gets out as well, but with the lightning crush down, Hunsama is going to find a kill eventually as Elyoya kites it out, but there it is. The kill over to Hans. Elyoya drops. Jojo can't save his life.
So at the very least, G2
he hasn't done it. Okay, makes sense. I was wondering, I'm like, why have we only got a bow? Remember we talked about this, I think, last split as well. Let's see if he needs it now. Caps get the flip back. Alvaro, no, not at all. Crashdown going to miss, though, and defensive ulti from Alvaro keeps him alive for a little bit longer. Caps ends up getting the kill, though, and now he's on the board.
Usually the fact you get that first kill going to Hunsama and now a kill going to Caps, it's on to key members, and Jojo's overextended.
There you go, there's finally that level. Jojo could fight forward. Shattering Strike still connects Crashdown on top of that as well, but no seismic shove means Jojo's going to stand his ground. Take a bit of damage with the threat, and Molly is getting close. Caps again, one more shot! And Caps will take it.
Thanks to the 2 kills that he's been able to pick up in this game, both top laners have TP. There is a bit of a health advantage skewed towards Mirwin. Alvaro, Super on one side, Elyoya on the other. We'll see how MKOI approach this.
But look, Elyoya and Jojo getting zoned off from Caps into a seismic shove. Elyoya's chunked to half HP. No jungler for MKOI. The variance in this play has just been reduced, and that's a free Dragon with one press of a button.
Labrov and Caps are doing a great job. We just haven't really seen Elyoya be able to make much magic happen as
Jojo, oh, he predicts it. He knows, he thinks Caps is waiting around. Redemption brings him to fall, and that 1v1 now unfair as top lane. MKOI getting the brick of it as I think that is Mirwin just standing his ground. He's tanky enough. They need to commit, but under turret, it's difficult. Shattering Strike onto Elyoya. The damage on Skimon into Elyoya is better, but decimating smash, the zone. Broken Blade about to dismount. Meanwhile, as bot ends up with Caps dead, there's help from Hunsama. Broken Blade, he's tanked up the aggro one time, but now the re-dive. It's a double over to Hunsama, and you thought the Sivir was strong. Welcome to the land of Zeri.
Wow, action across the map. Caps falls on the right side of the rift. Meanwhile, on the left, G2 is making a dive happen, but that's not slowing MKOI down.
MKOI grouped up as 4.
Look at top.
Yeah.
They are leaving that to Caps' whim, but as Jojo comes and match, it will be TP for TP if it gets to that. Cap's going to look for his escape. Jojo interrupts the wall and sends it back. Now no ultis on either, but the seismic shove gives Caps a little bit of time. He TP's in front of him, but with lethal tempo, Jojo won't let him escape.
It's a good attempt from Caps, but Jojo's got one better.
TP away from Caps, but look at how the dynamic of the game seems to have changed. That mid lane gap was absolutely massive, a 1.1k gold lead for Caps. But now 2 back-to-back deaths have resulted in Jojo now getting the goals being used. Hans is very close.
But is he close enough? Jojo on the way as well. No flash, but an Azir wall at the ready. Hexgate used by Mirwin. He's got a blast cone to reposition back into the river. G2 hold their way in the triangular brush as decimating smash starts us off but out of range. Cap's going to go in first. Seismic shove connects, but it's onto a Scion. At 4k, this Dragon ever so important. G2 needs soul point, but a little bit early. Broken Blade has to flash away. Decimating smash as well. Look how healthy MKOI are with the Cyclone out. Skimon early to Labrov. It's a great death now. A good shove from Caps as well. And now with the Weaver's Wall and closing around Movistar Koi, Elyoya's escape, it was imminent, it was there, but it's taken away. An ace for G2, and I think that man plays with rocks so damn hard.
Unbelievable team denying soul point away from G2, and the Baron is still alive. So Koi are definitely not out of this game just yet.
But Elyoya just face checked into Broken Blade. He can buy some time. However, going to be demounted first. Cyclone number 2 connect. Redemption coming down. There's one in reverse. Broken Blade healed up, trying to remount to save his life. Meanwhile, the front of the fight, it's all Hansama all again. He'll manage from over the wall, keep his ult in full uptime as Jojo needs to escape into Skumon. That's not the way as Caps sends it home to take another. A double for Hans with the final left remaining. And yes, a Dragon Denial last time was good, but you can't stop Hansama from running all over you.
Hansama is feeding himself in this game, dashing over the wall into several members of MKOI, securing the fight and winning the Baron for G2.
Just as I was saying, MKOI could still find a fight in this game. G2 silence me. They find such an effective turnaround. Flank from Mirwin looked like it could have been game-changing, but you highlighted it, Dagda. The immediate response is Alvaro now the target.
And by the way, as Alvaro dies here, we have had 2 big fights in a row in this game, and they have both been G2 hands-dipping MKOI 2 times in a row.
I was just catching MKOI out constantly. Like, we've seen it in River, we've seen it now on the bottom side, we saw it on the top side, now they're catching a Jojo Pyun. It's just a constant pick play from G2.
Another pick secured for G2, 18 kills to 5. 28 minutes in, and it feels like the game is as good as done. With this kind of a lead, it's going to be much...
One thing you're going to go do, you're going to be there, okay? If you're not there, I'll find you. Number 2, LEC Summer Finals, we reach towards Madrid. Remember, these teams, this winner of this series, will be the first to lock their spot in on the big stage, and wait till you see what we have in store on that stage. Oh my God, it's beautiful. As for MKOI, their defense begins, but 3,013, excuse me if I could count, is the gold lead right now. Caps is sieging on top, and mid was broken long ago. Bot is being sieged by Broken Blade. This is utter domination in the span of 8 minutes.
I mean, for a lot of this game on Dragon Point, now they have to make a choice. Do they try and look to end the game now, or do they look to try and wait for the soul and then look to play through that?
I'm laughing because Baron's coming up, and Baron is just the way that they siege in. There's a problem with the Sipper, but Baron makes most of that go away.
It definitely helps, at the very least. The inhibitors are going to be respawning, and you can see in the bottom left of your screen, the mid one in about 30 seconds. So G2 are going to want to do as much damage as they can, but I imagine they're going to be forced to have to remove these inhibitors once more. Dragon is in a minute away, but I don't think they need it with this kind of a gold lead and with the Baron at their backs.
LeBron looking for an engage. He wants to source with that flash in. He finds it. Magnum Storm onto 3. Cap sends the wall down as well. Alvaro's pinched in the corner while Elyoya is sent packing. Flashing over the wall after Bear Trap on the rope while Hansama's going to clean out the diff in the back end. Jojo, the last remaining, really standing in the way of G2, and yet another grand final, at least from a Game 1 Andy perspective. An ult from Mirwin to get out of dodge, but G2 have the Nexus in their sights.
Super was eviscerated in that fight. He just disappeared off the map, not even being given the chance to flash away as the Nexus now opens up.
You don't want to say that was an easy game, and it wasn't. It's disingenuous, but in the end, Hansama is ending the start of this series with 13 kills. A shutdown over to Jojo, but G2 are looking hot.
That was incredible from G2. The early game, very back and forth, but once G2 got control, they never let it go.
Game 2 coming up right after this break. Being feasted like it is the most vile matchup, honestly, as Renekton gets pulled up against it. Broken Blade
Top lane.
I mean, yeah.
Do you know how many Twitter battles have happened over just Renekton existing?
But the Twitter battle started because it was a B1 Renekton.
Ooh, Jojo.
Jojo. Let's ignore that.
No, Jojo.
Jojo.
No, Jojo!
As soon as he justice punched forward, I could tell you in a heartbeat that was flash or kill, and it was both for Caps.
Jojo has to be extremely careful.
Elyoya on the way as well. They want to make this play happen.
Alvaro going to snip in. Remember, Caps has no flash either. On the edge, he's knocked up. Shockwave brings them all in, but 3 won't matter. The pop away, LeBron! That 1-for-1 was nice, but remember, Caps is the one.
Meowin no flash, Elyoya no flash, Jojo no flash,
Elyoya
no
needs
flash.
Elyoya needs flash.
That is an important summoner to take track of. Elyoya trampled down. Hero's entrance from Jojo helps out, but numbers right now still an advantage of G2. Alvaro makes it even as look towards bot. Dominus has been popped. 1v1, flash away though. Broken Blade has lost the minion wave, so that heal won't do a damn thing. And even though he's got a rain of anger, it's Meowin bringing down the shovel. One more last right to send him into the dirt.
It was the counter match that BB wanted, but he didn't want to take the...
Super almost caught out in the meantime as well. We're getting chaotic here in this second game. I asked for a banger, and I think already we are starting to deliver. Alvaro interrupted midway, a pillar up as well. This Rakan needs to battle down the wave, and that too is interrupted. Separated from Jojo, and a shockwave to bring him in. A chomp down, and the beats of warfare claim. Jojo goes back in. He's trampled, but he's safe near the turret as G2 are bringing...
Both teams going head-to-head, but it is Skewmon to start off this objective. Yeah, I think just one makes the most sense for him. Just grab that one grub when he has a chance. LeBron, though, eyeing up mid lane.
Caps healed to get out of range. Shielded Duran connects anyway, but there's the flash again. LeBron, these engages are gorgeous. He bops him back towards G2, and this is a donation cow from LeBron.
Jojo didn't even have a chance to flash LeBron towards the Void Grubs so that then Skewmon would leave, but ends up giving his life and now.
Ulti from Super, he's going to pop it while Elyoya is coming in as well. Big minion wave, Phosphorus Bomb clears it out, but with the Gatling Gun and barrier, Hunt Summer still drops. Super Elyoya get low. LeBron is on the way in again, but he needs his jungler. Skewmon is so far.
What KOI want to be doing. What's crazy is that, you know, the question around, like, has there been action mid? And the answer is yes, as Elyoya secures a grab, but the fighting doesn't stop.
Subjugation as well from Skewmon. Shockwave brought back in, but I didn't think it really connected. Elyoya is still dead, chomped down, and Caps picks up the kill. This mid-jungle duo is just there first, and grubs go down. Better than not, G2 get 2 for 1.
Also, this Orianna just being accelerated is going to be so terrifying as the game goes on. Top side, though, it's not over.
He's doing it again, but this time onto Jojo. Shielded Duran zoning him out. Lebrov, though, trampled on. He might die to the winds of war, and does. You know what? Lebrov has had a killer game.
Have available to them. And I think it's KOI that is that driving force. As now Super making his way to top lane.
Shielded Duran's going to come in. Broken Blade's got nowhere to go. There is a Dominus available. It's going to come late, though, and no heal. Super takes it with ease, and Broken Blade is having a run.
3 members of G2 have set their sights on him, and he's going to be able to Justice Punch away, as the rest of MKOI are actually starting off this Herald. Of course, remember the ulti from the Galio. Jojo is looking.
And they're going to turn straight away. Forget the Herald. They look for the play. Skewmon is low. He has the ball on him as Alvaro goes for the engage. It's deep, but G2 take a chunk of damage while Herald goes down to Pantheon.
Playing with their pressure beautifully here
they are.
too.
And look at Caps' health on the top side. Like, you cannot contest this G2 because Jojo joins and Caps can't really do anything about it. Looking for the reset now, both mid lane.
No flash on Super.
See how quickly MKOI played this with that no flash on Super. It depends when's Caps going to come in. The TP now from MKOI brings out first. Caps a little bit later. Hunt Summer gets chunked. Redemption going to heal MKOI up to full. It's great as Jojo gets over the wall with a shield around, gives Super the reposition, and as he walks it back again, the engage is in. Shockwave finally there. The poke good as MKOI lose Alvaro first. Hunt Summer focusing on Super as Caps helps out with the distance. Phosphorus Bomb. They survive. Meanwhile, MKOI play it front to back with the rest of the fight. Meewin comes in. Dark Procession not going to find a lockdown. His Morning Mist also missed. And MKOI on the Dragon still. It looks like the right side of the fight went damn well.
It ends up 2 for 2 off the
They just took a mid tower. Bot is continually sieging. They're now moving with the pressure that they have in top into the top side river.
They're going to get caught for it, though. Alvaro turns into a gauge, and Jojo slaps down. A great hero's entrance. Shielded Duran on 2-man as well. It's the tanky members, but still, as Broken Blade comes on in, G2 try to turn it around. Successfully for now. Meowin comes in. Broken Blade survives. A re-engage there as well as Super gets to the back line. But he's going to be dead for the chase down of Hunt Summer. The auto secures. LeBron survives, and they turn that on a whim because everything was used on Skewmon.
Advantage before the Yorick could arrive, allowed for G2 to come out ahead in the fight, secure themselves an Artican, and all of a sudden, the momentum may have shifted into G2's favor.
Alvaro looking for an engage. Meowin's trying to pinch this movement with his Maiden, but for now, quickness going to start us off, and the hero's entrance onto Hunt Summer. He's knocked up, he's stunned up, he flashes away. Meowin on the chase. Get away from me! Hunt survives, but now they don't finish the job. It takes Elyoya, but is the time worth it? For G2, they're getting chunked down. Elyoya re-engages the fight, and Meowin plays it back. Super did the same, and it came close to being a whoopsie. But in MKOI, We believe.
They make the dive work. Caps now isolated against Mirwin. He's the last man standing. Koi is looking for the final kill.
Good exhaust. Caps flashes and dies to the Maiden. That's an ace, and that's MKOI's victory march in this game.
Massive turnaround play from MKOI, finding their moment to make that pick happen. Mirwin, great roam towards the mid lane. And at the start, I got a little dicey for it, because Supa got stunned.
And stopped the inevitable.
Jojo's going to be the focus here as Broken Blade tries to go. Skewman still has Pillar.
Yeah, so he can't ulti out. Jojo, he can't TP out. He's going to be chomped, and they're holding the CC. He's going to shield a Duran. Alvaro turns it into an engage. Oyo is here as well. Teleport from G2 to bring the fight in, but Hans Sama has to run away. The ulti from Jojo sends him deep. He goes golden. The shockwave brings in Super. Wait, MKOI are getting low. They're going deep. A knock-up galore. G2 are winning this fight, and MKOI need to get the hell out of there. Mirwin running for his life. Broken Blade gets caged up. Slice and dice. Flashed away from another stun. Elyoya kept in place as Hans Sama walks up. Jojo doesn't have a flash, or rather he does, but doesn't want to go back in. Mirwin can't bring the cuts out, and as G2 chase down this fight, MKOI, like me, like you, thought that this was impossible.
It looked impossible, it felt impossible, but somehow G2 find the fight they need with that shockwave, shutting down Supa where he stood. Completely vanishing for MKOI.
Now they're going into the Mirwin, he's isolated. Can't G2 just...
But wait onto me when the cage comes out. You're right, he is isolated, but he's dead before Jojo gets the ulti in. Alvaro, he's ulted in. His Pantheon ult's there as well. Hans Sama is just firing though. They say kill Cap, but he's shockwave on his death knell, and he doesn't even ring the damn bell. G2 have been given the Hail Mary, not once, but twice.
Koi just collapse. Mirwin in the river, isolated, dies before Jojo can even arrive. They thought that they had killed Caps, but they didn't have the damage. And just like that, the game is going to be over.
I cannot believe G2 are ending this game. Only 3 minutes ago, they were being sieged in their own base with a nearly 10k gold lead, and now they're winning the bloody game.
In our region, in our League of Legends, the game is not over until that Nexus goes boom.
Just a massive throw from Koi. They slowed the game down too much, and G2 punished them. Credit for G2 defining that fight, but wow, what a throw from Koi.
They would be kicking themselves. Roman, you know, as we go to a break on match point.
League fans, mark your calendars. The LEC Expo is back. On September 27th and 28th, we're taking over.
Hard after that performance last week, and Finn also on the top lane. Broken Blade with a chip on his shoulder after that second game, just wants to send them straight to the lower bracket.
Oh, he's in full comfort right now.
On Summer.
Skewman coming in. Wait for it on all fours. Jojo gets stunned up, flash in for the Sky Splitter, and like I said, there's the damage. Tibbers looking to finish off Jojo on the run.
Side of the map. You imagine that both teams will be setting their eyes on this objective, but the first one going the way on. That might change as junglers make their way into the river.
Skewman's going to be an award, but Mirwin's already committed forward. Now the needlework is out. Counter-Strike gets the stun up. Good damage, flash away. Broken Blade disengages, but Skewman needs to finish off the kill. We need to see the Sky Splitter in full effect, but Skewman...
His way over, but Jojo, no HP. Caps is being zoned away from the objective though, but I still think it's a difficult contest, and yeah, that's going to be an objective secured.
He's so good at solo objectives, man. He just hits away at it. Grandmaster at Arms onto Mirwin. The snip's out, but Broken Blade has his number. Skewman's coming in just in case to bring the storm down. First blood over to G2.
Slam dunk for Skewman. Flicks off the tower, turns off the lights for Mirwin.
Skewman forced to just go through his jungle and get what he can.
Play towards Caps.
Okay, slow is there, but it doesn't get the wall. That Cosmic Binding a little bit far off. Pop Blossom in response. It's a two-man going golden. It's a self-ult from Alvaro, but he's still going to die. He flashes away. No. What? I didn't see the Realm Warp on the ground. There were too many particles. As Mirwin, meanwhile, gets forced out. With a marshmallow
How can you be a caster if you don't know?
It's
what
winter.
Tea and hot chocolate look.
Gentlemen, there may be a bear on the loose.
I think indeed. That's an easy stun. Sky Splitter again. Not even needing a thundering smash. Broken Blade gets a kill, and Mirwin disrespecting where this bear is on the map, while meanwhile Super steps up to this. The feathers are out, the flash is in. Hans looking for the solo kill, the feathers are... Oh! The bird of prey! Hans Summer takes down Super, who stepped up to the original king. Tempered Fate catches him adrift now. Elyoya's on the way in with a Cataclysm, and Hans Summer knows he's dead. With a root up, though, he's trying to take another body down, but Elyoya trades off the kill. But it all started with Super's ego. MKOI trying to add some pressure to open up top turret as well.
You're in a little bit of an awkward spot as G2 though, because his Caps is matching on bot, has wards if he wants to try and TP him behind, and they're full committing his MKOI.
Hunter has his ult, he's going to pop it early here and doesn't have his flash available, but he does have a root back. TP in from Broken Blade. Herald gets the charge, the turret ties down and getting in. Elyoya was saved, but the quickness, or rather Counter-Strike, ends his world. Tempered Fate onto 3. Now that Elyoya is down, MKOI getting out of there and the Tempered come on down, and that's going to help out, but MKOI need to get their hustle on bustle. Super gets out over the wall. There again is another Sky Splitter. Elyoya's on the way at 5k. A flip for Artican. He takes a magical journey though. Looks for a reposition. Broken Blade's coming for a flank using the same journey. Counter-Strike is now down. Pop Blossom in. It's a 3-man from LeBron. Broken Blade is still in the thick of it though as he's kiting out. He's not dead yet. Artican still goes down over to Hans Summer, but now MKOI have a chance. Out with the ulti from Skumon as Hans Summer gets another root. It's capped. Laid on top. Super gets out. Then he arcane shifts over the wall. MKOI trade even, but it was Artican on top. That makes it so worth for G2. What is happening? Elyoya's going to ult these Sky Splitter damage down. Skumon just walked past him and was like, hey, there was a weird interaction.
Yeah, we're starting to get a little silly as G2, they go for the Rift Herald, but they end up over-committing because Hans Sama sticks around to try and finish the Rift Herald as the rest of G2 pull away. And it means that MKOI have a chance to get back, but another pick onto Skumon at the end of it. Just kind of weird moments here from Skumon. There's no portals there.
I mean, there's no portals. I was wondering how they're getting through. They took a Bard portal, but they're too late. Dragon is gone. Elyoya.
Is he too late?
Prove me wrong. It's taken by Skumon. Never mind. It's the Dragon Needlework. Cataclysm out. Hans Summer caught in the middle of it. He gets a root out, but surely he must die. Alvaro unfortunately picks up the kill, so MKOI get one for the Quarter Dragon, but they were too late in the end despite the 50-50. G2 on sole point.
G2 still hovering around to try and defend this tower. Broken Blade pushing in this top side. I don't know how much they can try and commit for this. Hans Sama, I think good call not to burn the flash. He was just happy to sit there and go, look, I will fall for this dragon, but we get to play it now, Jojo.
Okay, with the root up as well, Pop Blossom zones off anyone else going golden. Time is bought. Skumon on the way in though. He's going to get his smash down. Exhausted down, doesn't get in range. No stun up as TP from Broken Blade. Then matched out with a Counter-Strike. He zoned off everyone of MKOI. This fight not looking too good as the mosh pit of G2 is just harder. A Cosmic Binding slows down the play with Broken Blade in with a hill, a leap strike, a Tangle Barb that misses from LeBron. Jojo's able to walk it out. The Sky Splitter once again zoning off Alvaro as G2. He's out. He had Molten Shield as well.
I mean, 2 levels down as well for Caps. He is not going to have a good time, and doesn't look like G2 will here either.
All the pinch, game changing. Tempered Fate misses though onto Hans Summer. Mirwin's there. He's going to be rooted up immediately. The feathers fly, but Hans so low, and he's matched with the range. Pause.
So, the monitors gave an automatic standby message before the fight started. G2 requested a chrono break. We assessed the situation impacted the team fight severely and accepted the chrono break request. We chrono break the game to 26-14, which is the most recent dead ball state of the game. Here we go. Casters? Yeah.
A flash and ghost away. The fight has actually started. Mirwin gets pincered in. Broken Blade's also low. Jojo gets here with his root as well. Weird being thrown back in, but I think G2
kill him. Okay, nice. Oh, thank God.
Next. Now, Hans Summer did come back, and this time he got the flash and ghost away. And while he survives, 2 of G2 are dead, and MKOI are going to start the Baron regardless.
And Betty, you were right. MKOI still managed to force that fight. They still managed to get the picks that they want. And this Baron is going to be huge for them.
Okay, gold lead. Jojo's also on mid. So not just Dragon denial, but the game firmly in the hands of MKOI. Again, it's Hans way dead to Jojo. PP flank, G2 want to find something here under Jojo, flashes in with a Realm Warp, flag and drag, Honda Caps, he just burned his flash, he's stuck in the Thunderdome, and Super will take him down. Skumon out with the ulti as well as MKOI with Baron. And those death timers, the base is in tatters.
Caps went for the flank, but with Hansama getting caught, he was completely isolated. And now it's G2 scrambling to save their base, but MKOI, they're on a demolition tear.
35 seconds, 25 on the 80 carry. Hansama not there, and this defense is going to be hard with the range from Super, especially Skumon trying his best, but one Nexus turret falls immediately to keep this series going, to keep the chance of going straight to the grand finals. MKOI in game 3 with a bare Nexus. They waited a long time for this, but the Nexus falls, and MKOI get the series alive.
They quickly convert the fight into a game victory, closing things out so efficiently. A nice Baron, nice play. KOI find the game in the best of 5.
We're going to game 4, and MKOI are finally on the board.
The Ziggs providing good teamfight value. It does really feel like Super is set up with the pieces around him to be a hyper carry in this game.
Yeah, I really like what MKOI have. It's a lot of non-committal poke that you
Much faster in favor of the Zyra that you get to do plays like we just saw on your screen. And secondly, she wants to dive in. Oh, actually, she's threatening a dive right now.
Can do so from range as well. Super handshaked in, hit with AoE, flashes away. LeBron has got the handshake on him rather than bail out. He does get bailed out, but it's a trade in the end. 80 carried down as Skumon stands his ground, and Hansama picks up the first kill.
They still managed to get Super as well, so he's going to lose out on all this waves. G2 got to be happy enough with that. Even if
G2 is doing it to them, leveraging the clear speed of the Zyra, leveraging the early advantage we got in the bot lane 2v2.
That's charge. Mega Inferno Bomb Caps gets out of range. Jojo gets a heavy chunk of the explosive charge, now at half HP for both. Direct line, Labrov walks in, he face checks. He's on chompers as well. This is easy auto attack even with the exhaust, but Super in the end can't reach the last autos of Labrov. Maybe the exhaust just saved his life.
They might threaten a dive here.
They're going to keep going on. Hansama has his Transcendence available. Skumon still with the Stranglethorns up and available. The AoE is going to be a paradise for this Zyra. The Thorns are out. No dredge line escape. Double knockout. Flash away. No trade yet. Hansama picks up kill number 2. And with plates going down, that is an 800 gold lead just about. Dash and gets out alive, but both summoners are lost in the process.
especially ahead of things like that dragon fight that's going to be up in just under 3 minutes time. Not having that flash can be crucial, especially if everyone may actually look for a bit more.
Once in with the ulti, flashes in, last breath of the ult gets it! That becomes a solo kill. Mirwin does die in the end, it's a trade. But at least these minions are denied.
Well played, but we have to turn our attention to bot lane because the action doesn't slow down.
Oh, hang on a minute, getting Super caught out, the ulti burned out, the roots are grasped and Super's dead again. The Thorns have strangled one life now, helping for another. It's good dodging from Alvaro, but eventually he will die as G2's jungler is just everywhere. A gank up top, not getting a kill ain't good enough when Skumon is 2-0-2 and running the rift.
Labrov starting to clear out some vision, and with this wave being crashed in, Mirwin very far away from Meganar.
Oi, but Hansama's ulti, he's got the range in. Mirwin's getting Arclight ruined as well. It might just be a hell of a solo kill, but Skumon pops the ulti for the final tick of damage. Top is now over, and Hansama once again can't do anything but stop Jojo as he gets plates himself, but guys, 2k gold lead for G2.
Yeah, it is a trade for Dragon, as you say. Broken Blade going aggressive on the bottom side to stop him being done. Caps good sidestep. And just going to keep up the pressure on this mid wave, as you can also see Labrov trying to push Elyoya off of these jungle camps.
Broken Blade, he's going to ult out as well. He's not yielding yet. And on to Jojo, Pune, all the damage connecting, tries to kite it away. Satchel comes up, but he's dead. Solo kill by the top father. And top.
This investment into the bot lane by Skumon is paying off massively. Broken Blade finds himself a solo kill. The top lane is just falling apart.
Ran into a Nautilus, and with the help of Renata, bailout for Caps if he does die here, and die he does. All right, maybe jumping on Nautilus was a bit too much. Elyoya probably laughing as kill rightly goes over to Super.
It's going to start to move over towards this objective and force Skumon away. But you've already got first move for Caps and Labrov up from this bottom side.
Skumon, remember, has Seeker's arm guard as well. There's the engage. Skumon pops the button immediately. Redemption comes down. Herald of 2k. The rocket is a miss. Flip back onto Mirwin is zoned out. The eye exposed. Stolen. Elyoya takes it and leaves, but Cap hops into all of them. He's got his first reset. Onto the second. Interrupted. Elyoya nice, but the buster shot keeps him away. The burn kills Caps. Meanwhile, into Meganar. G2 don't care. Broken Blade pulls out the Natofos. Hard pulls out the whip. and G2 chasing down MKOI for a 3-for-1 kill. Right now they're destroying MKOI in game 4.
But again, MKOI can always fight for that rematch. There will be drops to lower bracket if they lose here, and that's what happens.
Well, Caps as he jumps on, Jojo pops him, almost rocket! Super fixes it. Exhaust from Jojo, he satchel charges out, he's been berserk. He's hit, picked up, Renato rolls great, but Hansa's isolated. The game ain't over yet. Hanso, reset, failed out. Mewin gets over the wall, finishes the deed. The all-out from Broken Blade delivers the kill. Elyoya was the one taken, but Broken Blade trying to 1v3. Shields up, Natofo, flips up, true damage mitigated. Elyoya survives and bops him. Shut down the Super, and G2 are not finished in this series yet. MKOI live. But the game state, while mitigated from MKOI from that fight, is still in G2's favor. We come back, Artikan started. Top side of the map's going to be the trade for MKOI, but Artikan is such a big objective. Skewmon doesn't...
I think that MKOI have the tools to stall, but has Mewin been caught?
He just lost Meganar. Lebrov needs a good handshake here. 4 members of G2 hovering around bot. The hop first, and Caps hops in second. Mewin's dead in an instant. Skewmon buffers out the bomb with the Zonyas, puts down the Stranglethorns, buys time, sends out some roots, but the zap is good. Shut down. Broken Blade. What? He teleported in, but an all-out. He's going to bring Elyoya over the wall, but the Pathmaker misses. Super gets some damage down as well, but MKOI are in front of the Baron with some letters for Elyoya. It's up, sitting there. MKOI double down. They think, hey, G2 need to phase check, and still in the all-out. Broken Blade almost dead, but what a takeover! Caps busts a shot onto Jojo next. A rocket jump with the range, and Caps finally comes alive in his 4th game. But Lebrov sold me that fight as Hans Sama hits the nail of the Arclight of Ruin.
A very scary situation as Skewmon.
And this thing will melt with Yunara damage.
But Super's going to have ulti. He's got an ulti to send out. Super, the hero of MKOI. 7k, a mega death rocket they need vision for. At 4, it's coming in a little bit early, and it's blocked. Broken Blade at the edge of the wall, and Baron goes down to G2.
But right now they're fighting for a spot in the finals.
Oh yeah.
Guaranteed best of 5 to fight for that title. Lebrov has found an angle. Maybe he's found a knot onto Super.
Minion waves in the way, but again a hostile takeover finds one man, an important one. Jojo is down. Hans Sama, as he picks up that kill, didn't have to expend anything, or rather, excuse me, his ulti was burnt, but regardless, G2 have now opened up mid with it as well, and this Baron is finally going to start doing some damage.
A lot of the wave clear that KOI rely on has now been taken care of. The traps will be thrown down, but that's little to dissuade G2 as they secure their first inhibitor tower of the game.
Oh. And Alvaro's lucky he doesn't die with it as well. They could have opened G2 to try and end the game at that as well. Mewin a new target. Meganar is running at half the Fury now, or rather half the timer, excuse me, as next wave is pushing in through bot. G2, their siege continues. This would lead into double inhibitor down just before their soul is about to come up, and as it sits there waiting at 8,000 gold. G2 are going to run towards it now, and
gone into his mini form. So G2 spreading out of the jungle. Caps wants to take the fight.
And onto Mewin, he'll jump first, ask questions later. Mewin is going into Mega, but will he survive long enough? He hops, he does get the ulti off his butt. The shot helps out as well. Caps gets burnt down by Jojo. Alive, Mewin saying alive means so much, even though he dies. Now it's up to the rest of them. Now that Jojo's here, what hope does he have with Super alongside him? 3k for the steal, Elyoya for a game 5 potential. You need to steal the rocket, not in range, and another good ulti. He gets it. What? Elyoya got it somehow, but the game feels like it's in tatters because of it. Jojo tries to TP out. He survives, but there's only one man, and all of G2 remain.
Elyoya steals the dragon, but it will be G2 who steals the series. He thought he could hold it, they thought they could take it, but now the march down the mid lane continues.
MKOI feels like today they've been outclassed. It feels like in this upper bracket, G2 do what was destined of them. They have not missed the finals in 7 tries, and on their 8th, they will not start now. G2 secure their spot at the big stage at Madrid.
Game 2, they were able to punish the mistakes of KOI. Game 3, they fell short as G2 once again, for the 3rd time this year, make it to a final.
Your player of the series, Skewmon, Caps, or Hans Sama. You can vote now. The biggest question is...